Hello, greetings to all. There is a latest update from the UAE Ministry of Finance by way of a cabinet resolutions announcing the key dates for introductions of e-invoicing in the country. That is milestone in the tax reforms of the country. We started with this tax regime from 2018 when VAT was introduced, which was continued, and last year it was corporate tax which was implemented. For most of the companies, last week was the date for finalizing and making the payments for their first corporate tax return. So as a natural progression to this, we are entering the era of e-invoicing. E-invoicing is introduced in various countries in Europe and Far East, Singapore, and our neighboring Saudi Arabia also. But what UAE is going to adopt is slightly a different model, which is called PayPal model, five-corner model. So where every invoices will pass through an accredited service provider, which is received by the accredited service provider of the buyer, and that is how the transaction is going to flow. And at the same time, a copy of this invoice will go to the Federal Tax Authority. So this e-invoicing will ensure there is more clarity on the transactions between the companies, as well as it prevents fraud which is happening in the tax filing. It also ensures that there is a timely reporting of the events, as business to business transactions and business to government transactions will be only through e-invoicing 2 years down the line. And the cabinet resolution has also spelled out clearly what is the timelines of these implementations. For this, the companies could be generally categorized as to two categories. One is the ones which is having 50 million and above turnover. Others are which is having less than 50 million turnover. And of course, there is a different category for the government entities. And this is basically for the business to business and business to government transactions. And the ministry is yet to announce the list of accredited service providers. Now, what are the timelines? For 50 million and above turnover companies, accredited service provider should be appointed before 31st July 2026. And those companies are going to be live by 1st Jan 2017. And for the companies which is having less than 50 million turnover, the timelines is 31st March 2027 and to go live by 1st July 2027. And for government entities, still they have to appoint their service provider by 31st March 2027, and they have some more time to be live up to October 2027. What does it mean to you actually, you as a business? Many of you might have selected new systems after the introductions of VAT. A lot of entities continued with their older systems, and probably they are on the old technologies. And you will be having multiple entities having multiple systems. So what you have to do is to ensure that you are prepared to address this when the time comes. Basically, what is required is to have actually a review of the situation, and we see where is a gap. It's called gap analysis of your current processes and systems and the way you are reporting your VAT, and what is actually required by the FTA as per the new rules. There are a lot of fields which probably you are not capturing into your systems, which need to be populated and ensure that is validated also. So as soon as you have the accredited service provider ready, based on your classifications, you should appoint them and move ahead to avoid last minute delays. As a company, our company Apt Management Consultancy is supporting companies to implement systems, ERP systems. We start from RFP preparations and implementations and till go live. So we are operating in the space of the ERP, and we have connections with multiple vendors supplying multiple products, standards, non-standard products, based on the industry requirements. So we will be also having tie-ups with some accredited service providers to add value to the services. So as soon as we have some partnerships, we will be also coming back and announcing with whom we will be having these tie-ups. So thank you for watching. We'll stay connected.